So today we're talking about emergency substitutions for baking powder and baking soda. So let's start with baking powder. If you run out of this and you need a teaspoon, you want to use half a teaspoon of cream of tartar and a fourth a teaspoon of baking soda. So basically what you're doing is 2-to-1 ratio to fulfill the proper amount needed for your recipe. Now, for a baking soda substitution, this is where it gets a little crazy. If you need 1 teaspoon of that, you need to use 3 times the amount of baking powder. So it's a 1-to-3 ratio. So if your recipe calls for a teaspoon, you need 3 teaspoons. There are some other ways to work around that, but it can get a little messy really fast. Like one substitution I saw was you use a whole cup of buttermilk for 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then that could just throw off your whole entire recipe because you're adding more liquid to it. So I hope the simple solution of baking powder and baking soda helps you in the kitchen this year. And I hope this tip on emergency substitution helps.